Skinny Man Hugh, talk to me.
What's up? What's up?
Chocolate Kobe, we back. Talk to me. Yeah. Hardwood Classic.
Oh, yeah, I messed it up.
He did, low key, but it's all right. Say yes to the Glesh. We back. Nightcap, 3 Amigos. Bam! These are my brothers from Anotha Motha. Lock in, boys. I don't care what time it is. Lock in, man. What's good? Well, you be tweeting every time. You having fun.
I'm just having fun.
You're having fun. You're laughing. You're having fun. I ain't mad. Said it's early.
Yeah, it's early.
Never too early.
Early Saturday night.
You got your shirt out. You got your chest out.
It's finally getting warm out here.
I'm stepping out.
You working out for the league, bro? Trying to get signed?
Nah.
That's what it looked like. Would you try? If you could, what would you go for right now? Somebody called you up, man. Hey, we like your stats. You ran a 4.5.
I couldn't do it.
No. But hypothetically, bro, what position would you go for? Not team, because you shitty team you gonna pick.
Honestly, I would go for a punter. Less damage. I can keep a contract. I just gotta make sure I punt the ball in the right direction.
You make a subtle point here, but let's dive back into it. So, first of all, appreciate y'all for tuning back in.
Yeah, absolutely.
Appreciate y'all for tuning back in, man. Look, we got a nightcap for y'all, man. We back out here. First of all, look at the view, man. We're trying to lock in for y'all, man. The scenery is the scenery. So that's a good point, though. Speaking of that, because you mentioned safety, right? That's what you said?
Punter.
Yeah. I mean, my bad. Punter because of safety. My bad.
No.
Yeah, you just said because you was like, it's the safest position, whatever.
Oh, safe. Okay.
Yeah, safe because of the safety aspect.
Gotcha.
So y'all know, speaking of punter and kicking, you know they got the new kickoff rules.
Like the USFL?
Or it's like the XFL rules for the UFL.
Didn't they just take it from like the Canadian leagues and stuff like that?
No, probably so. I mean, something like it. What's those rules? Can you tell us the rules again for the new kickoff format?
I could have sworn I thought I seen some videos of like them doing it in Canada, where
I mean they probably did, but you know it's a copycat league, so they're gonna pull it in and reel it in. But I want to talk about that kickoff rule, the hip drop tackle, because I know you had some excitement going on Facebook, Hugh, the other day talking about these tackles, and all of us play football, so I want to dive into that for sure, especially the offense and defensive minded.
Bro.
But what's the rules looking like, man? The kickoff format.
I can pull it up
because actually it's not bad. If I remember, it was like
everybody lines up on the line, right?
It's like 5 yards between the receiving team and the kickoff team. That neither one can move until it kicks into like a certain zone.
Yeah,
there's only like two ball carriers. They can move freely. And I think we actually get more touchdowns or more like activity.
Yeah, so I got it.
Yeah, talk
so
to
it says the ball's kicked from the 35-yard line. All kicking team players other than the kicker will line up with 1 foot on the receiving team's 40-yard line. It says the kicker cannot cross the 50-yard line until the ball touches the ground or the player in landing zone or end zone.
Yeah, see, I think that ain't too bad.
Definitely gives them more opportunity to bring it out.
Yeah, because they're just like right here.
And I mean, boy, kickoff was ruthless, man. So even with the new rule, I think, man, because that was like my bread and butter. That's how I started. I mean, you know, when you got the varsity,
on special teams.
That's what I'm saying. Or not even varsity, green team, JV. It's like you start on kickoff and you kind of have to be a maniac.
So,
you got to sprint as fast as you can and hit the first thing in front of you. And I mean, once you build up that toughness, I guess you want to call it.
And on the rule, it says all players in the setup zone cannot move until the kick has hit the ground or the player in the landing zone or end zone catches it.
It's gonna avoid motherfuckers like me that went down there crashed.
Yeah.
I just went down.
Especially you had the certain players that were like, your only job is to go smash the front lines. You're not even going to tackle somebody. You're just going to hit the first person,
the wall,
just to get them out the way.
What was that little wall, that wedge? You said, you bust the wedge.
You just got to get them out the way.
You will dive head first. So it's going to help because I know for sure. I don't think I had concussions. Again, I can't remember face ass, but I do know it's going head first. All right, who's in the way? Crack. I'm right. I'm gonna call some fumbles though.
Do you think you have gotten a concussion and you just didn't say nothing?
Absolutely.
But see, okay, give me some symptoms though. I need to really understand that.
Passing out and like,
because I never passed out. I never blacked out, but
like you just like
not even groggy. But I've seen the stars. I for sure like bing.
I fell to the ground hard enough to where it feels like
walk it off.
Yeah, I had to walk it off. I never had to pass out, but
you had to try to walk straight.
I had to, I ain't had to do that either. But it's just you could tell. You know how like you close your eyes and like if you close your eyes really hard or like look at a bright light, close it.
That's
you
the
can see
same thing here. Yeah. It felt like I blinked for a really long time, and I just finally opened my eyes and was like,
and then you it's like yeah.
I wouldn't even say that's concussion.
It sounds like you got rocked though.
It probably did. I learned how to get out of bounds very quickly.
It sounds like you got cracked, my boy.
I'm not. Nobody's done tackling that.
So the kickoff. So I actually think that's gonna be good because I mean, again, NFL faster, bigger.
The hip drop is awful.
But see, okay, but let's talk about that because that's a whole another rule. And that hip drop tackle that recently just got changed or approved through the league. Yeah, that to me, I don't know. It's like you basically playing 7-on-7.
Well, I think it's not going to be like called egregiously. I think it's just going to be like anything that's like blatant. Yes, I think it's blatant. Yeah, but I don't think it's just no way.
Bro, y'all seen the
they
league,
said
bro.
this. I mean, because hypothetically speaking, well, not even hypothetically speaking, what they say in the league is holding on every play.
Exactly.
So we can't call holding every play.
Yep.
We can call it on you once every drive, maybe, but not every play.
With that, my challenge with that to you on holding may happen every play, but the ref is not looking at that. Depending on if it's a pass or a run, say you run into the left and there's hold on the backside, maybe not even paying attention to the backside because the ball carrier is running this way. Now for a hip drop tackle, everybody's paying attention to the ball carrier. So it's like there's no avoiding that. So I feel like if you ever get in that predicament, like say you're trailing, right? Or I think our boy Miska had a good example. I want to read it. Shout out Jeff Miska, man, because he was our kicker and back in the gap. And my boy, he had a few bangers. It was like one game, I think it was Belton. And then my boy went out there and caused a fumble.
Actually, they had a headhunter for him for a couple games.
For real?
Yeah.
They headhunting the kicker.
Funny.
I just remember when he did that, the team got so mad and like they tried to jump on our boy and like we all was just like brawling or rumbling in because you ain't gonna mess with our kicker. But at the same time, you got rocked by a kicker, yo. But here it is on Facebook. He mentioned so forget about being good or bad on the hip drop. His question is, how does an NFL player running fast as shit get tackled from behind, unweighting his body? So like trying to not pull him down or hold on to him and drag him down. Ankles. Is it just as simple as tackling through the ball carrier, and then even then how's that still not, or how's that a penalty with the new rule?
Again, if I'm behind him, right?
Yeah. So remember he's zooming by you, so you trailing. So he's saying how you gonna be able to tackle him without a hip drop style and it still not be a penalty? Because again, that's where horse collar comes in. Of course, you can't clip because that's feet to feet. Sure, you can try to scoop up the legs, but I mean, again, most people zooming by you, so it's like you got that split second. But yeah,
I think that hip drop area is it's like a gray area.
Yeah, it could be because it's like a dark gray.
There's some parts where you can see where a person is coming from the side and they wrap up the person, they literally like drop their whole weight, or wrap their leg. Now that I feel like it's definitely like
I don't think it's a penalty at all.
I feel like yes, it is because that's just crazy.
But it's kind of
like that Mark Andrews play.
I feel like that
is unfortunate that it happened. He got hurt, but I can't throw a penalty on him.
No, because I feel like that penalty.
He gets a first down, but damn near wins the game. No, I think it was a touchdown. He wins the game, and you as a defender, you supposed to stop.
Yeah,
you getting paid millions of dollars.
It's not, but if you look at that tackle, he could have easily kept running.
You can't say that though. You can't say easy could have.
I'm not gonna say easy, but
yeah, it's hard to. Now that's gray area too, but it's
tricky. Definitely, but the way he threw his legs around too. It's like,
so coming from my point of view, just on the defensive side, again, not collegiate or professionals, but I was in a different mindset because again, you tackling, I knew the form as well, but it's like certain moments in the game, if you need to be pivotal, cause a fumble, stop them on the goal line. You can't just always think about, nope, I need to set my feet square up and go straight head up. You may not be in that position. You may be getting clipped, trying to get clipped or chop blocked. Somebody holding you, somebody pushing you. You may not ever always be in the right position. Or the motherfucker zoomed out of you, zoomed by you. So then you're like, all right, I got to do something and grab him. I get the horse collar because you physically reaching into like the nameplate or pads. Same thing with the face mask, right? You're grabbing a piece of equipment from his, like his head area, shoulder pads. I can see that, but I'm like, you still wrapping up. Sure, if your weight's able to drag him down or not, and then you got some cats. I don't think it's gonna work on Derrick Henry, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But still, I just feel like even with that rule, not to just scrutinize it still, but the league is getting soft, man.
Bullshit. Think about it. That's how Dak Prescott got hurt. That same tackle.
He tripped.
It's the legs. It's the legs. It's all about the legs getting caught underneath the body.
Yeah.
That's
what they're trying to stop us at. Yeah.
Right. So, at the end of the day, I agree with what you said. The only thing that I say is, at what point do the offensive players? I'm not telling them to like not run as hard, but at what point do they give up on the play? Because again, I felt like going from the defense to the offensive side, I knew when I felt like I was about to land wrong, I would just fall. Right. Or again, going to the sidelines and running out of bounds.
Smart.
Again, it's a smarter play that you can live another play. So at what point do we kind of reverse it and again not put as much pressure on the defense and say offensively, because we're giving them every other rule. I mean, NFL wise, they're giving them every other rule,
and that's why I said that's where
y'all got to at least go down. Like it shouldn't be four. It should be 4 or 5 guys tackling you, so you're running hard, but at the same time, 4 or 5 guys to tackle you. Yes, if you get up the ball and limping, you gotta have 4 or 5 guys tackling you. So I don't know how you landed. Like that's not how you like. That's just like I feel like it should be like a balance between the offensive players and the defensive players, and like how to land, like how quarterbacks slide.
Structure, yes.
How do you slide?
That's what they teach quarterbacks.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
How do you land when you're getting tackled?
What's your thoughts, Bill? What's your thoughts? Because again, I know Facebook kind of got in a little frenzy about some of this.
Yeah, no, I was just saying like, but with this rule, it's like I said, it's one of those gray area rules.
I mean, I can agree there. Yeah, still great.
It's
new anyway too. Facts.
Yeah, but I was just saying I kind of agree with the rule, like that just style of tackling. Because me personally, I feel like if you, I don't know, but you also brought a good point. Like you just, if it's a dire need, it's the fourth.
It's just tough, bro.
Yeah,
and then you gonna give up on your not even say give up, but you mentally are now. It's like the fight or flight. Do I not want to get this penny? Because some people do penalize on purpose. Like they think about if you get beat deep and they throw on a pass, you know you're gonna catch it. Man, I gotta pass it. I gotta knock him out of bounds. I gotta push him. I gotta hold his arm down. Not necessarily punch the nigga or grab his face, man. But I have to get this flag because I can't let him score. Now if I just coach, I didn't want to get that flag, man. Or coach, I was running right next to him and I tried to push him and grab him, and he just drug me along. Now I'm getting fried.
It's definitely gonna be some.
You see what I'm saying? And then in the NFL, it's like professional brutes.
And you get paid. Now you getting paid.
And then you got money into it. So, but I still hear you, and like I said, gray area. But man, just wait. This year is going. It's gonna be interesting.
I think it's not gonna be that big of a rule as people see.
Shit.
So I don't think that tackle is like.
Yeah, you're right.
That type of form of tackle doesn't happen.
That's a good point.
As much.
That's definitely in the same aspect. They've chilled out. I know a lot of players have chilled out on the horse collar, which is
so that's
very similar.
So it's very similar. So yeah.
So it may bring us some fortune.
It may not. It may not. I don't think it's gonna be that big of a difference for us to really notice that penalty. But like when it happens, it's gonna be the situation like
because that's what happened to Mark Andrews.
Yeah.
And then didn't that get hurt in the playoffs that time it happened? And the Dak crashed out when he hurt his ankle regular game. I don't know if it was pivotal, but I know Mark Andrews' injury was in the playoff game, or at least leading to a playoff. And then he was either a first down to get him the position, or he was going to score a touchdown. So I'm like, especially in imagine Super Bowl, so you can change the circumstances. But I think that is a valid point because back to your other point because there's so many the helmet to helmet. It pisses me off as well. I know it's a protection protocol, but if I lower my helmet, automatic flag, I might even get ejected. Every running back, 80% of running backs still lower their head and bulldoze people. So if I can't lower mine, again, if I lower mine, we both get messed up. Or you might get hurt, or I might get hurt. But you get to run your full steam now, and then I can't basically clip you. I can't reach you on the hip and drop you. I can't use my head. I can't lunge at you. So I'm like, now I gotta sit there and just cuddle. Like
use your shoulder.
Man. But then you got a split second to do that. You got in the NFL, you got running backs, big as hell, fast as hell. Saquon Barkley. I mean, you can just go for names that like I said, Saquon, Derrick Henry, two vastly different individuals, but still, Derrick Henry running in the hole. You gotta clip him. You can't go head over him, and he don't lower his shoulder or his head. But imagine if he did, people still getting trucked like that. So
and again, just to segue and to piggyback off of what we're saying, it's like I can kind of see them going into the 7-on-7 type of deal because
it's gonna happen.
I know that the Olympics They are. This is the first Olympics.
Oh yeah.
In
2028.
So
yeah.
shit, they're already taking away the tackling rules. I mean,
what's that? 4 years from now?
I can kind of see
they getting their data points. They getting their data points if it worked, and then the fans love 7-on-7, and remember because the Pro Bowl shit. So this is probably the next step. Exactly. And then remember when in the Olympics with men's basketball was a big thing.
Yeah.
You know, when Kobe was kind of running the show.
Yeah.
That kind of died down too, but still. People worldwide, they like that notoriety. Hey, we worldwide champs. And then 7-on-7.
We would dominate as a team, as like a U.S., like a country on 7-on-7.
Well, would it be, because I don't know the format, but like, because who else, like you said, who else going I mean, who else they going to break out for some 7-on-7?
What do you mean, like who we put out there? Or
well, not necessarily who we would put out there, but that's a good question though. But like other countries. But what was you about to say? I cut you off, my bad.
Nah, I was about to bring back to football, but it's kind of leading off.
Nah, football. We talking about 7-on-7.
So with all the rules that's being changed, how do y'all feel about football itself? Like
in general?
In general, like some people's like, it's becoming soft now.
Oh, I love it. I don't really.
Oh yeah. No, I it's soft.
I'm gonna watch. They got me hooked.
So you love it no matter what, but you say you think it's soft.
It's soft for sure. I'm gonna still watch it, but it is soft, absolutely. Because and then I'm biased because I'm on the defensive side in my head, of course, and then the court, and then everyone's excited to watch the offense, and score
the points,
and that's what brings the ratings. You got to score to win, but it's like football is a contact sport. Not to say it's brutal, but you got to have the mentality and you got to lock in. Like you got to be able to instill. Otherwise, just all right, Pat Mahomes, go out there and see how quick you can score from the 40-yard line. Oh, one pass, you can throw a dart. Cool. Yeah. All right, your quarterback, Lamar, you get out there, you see what's next. That's all it is now. Because if you can't play defense, you already got struggles with defending receivers because that was a little touchy too, what they call PI versus holding. Can't touch the quarterback before or after he throw the ball. You can only hit him between his thighs and his chest. It's like so like you get back to shit.
So I mean, since we are talking about it, if you had 7 guys to pick for the Olympics in the current NFL?
Yeah, I like that.
What would your 7 be?
Yeah, what you got here?
I don't know. Y'all have to go first. I got to think about that.
You got it? What you think?
Me?
Yeah, take your time. Take your time. Start with offense. Start with the offense. Because again, nobody cares about defense.
I guess. I mean, let's say. I guess I'll go like a dream team because if we're gonna, this is our first one. This is a dream team. So
yeah, talk to me. You got to win. These are the 7 skill positions.
QB wise, honestly.
Yeah, who you take?
Lamar.
I was just thinking run.
Lamar. I have Lamar.
Oh, that's a good point.
I have obviously Hill. Obviously. Pretty much anybody.
Wait, what's taking you so long to say the GOAT?
Who, Chase? Who, CD?
Crazy.
Yeah, so CD.
Crazy.
I got Chase.
So you said Tyreek, CD,
I got
and
Hill.
Chase?
I mean, Justin Jefferson can be an alternate.
That's cool.
He can be an alternate.
That's wild.
No. So honestly, yeah.
Keep it a buck. No. Don't renege on anything.
I would have Jefferson.
No, you won't.
Yeah, I would have Jefferson, and I would have Lamb. And then just to have a corner out there for defensive purposes, I would definitely have Diggs.
Yeah, because my bad.
That's just me personally.
You're right. So let's do this too. Just 7-on-7. Make it where they play both ways. Yeah, it may not be the format.
7 guys in general. Yeah.
Make
so
that.
That's why I say
just 7 in general.
That's why I say Lamar, Jefferson, CD, Diggs. My running back.
Trayvon or Stephon?
Trayvon.
Okay, you said corner. Gotcha.
I would also have, as a linebacker, I would have Fred Warner out there. My linebacker /
Goldie
snipe, Fred Warner. Tight end. And then tight end wise, I would have what's boy in Atlanta.
Kyle Pitts.
That's
a good
He's
one.
athletic.
That's a good one.
4-3.
I like Pitts.
And then my number 7,
That's a good one.
Safety wise, I probably would throw it's a good safety right now.
It's kind of tough. I mean, it's not bad in the league, but
yeah, it ain't no like dominance. What's
the top 10 safeties out? You know what I'm saying? Because to be honest, with 7-on-7, so while he was doing that, he'll find out the safety because I'm pretty much punting a lot of. I'll do corners, but I'm not even worried about safety because for both ways at least. because that corner is the next thing to a receiver as far as like route running. Because imagine man to man, right?
True.
Them running route for route, cutting them breaks.
So for 2023,
who's the top 10 safeties in the league?
There's
right
Kyle Hamilton, Antoine Winfield.
No, I was a co-signing.
Jalen Thompson, Jesse Bates, Cameron Bynum.
Oh yeah, Bynum, Cam Bynum.
And Xavier McKinney.
That's my boy, Cam Bynum.
Crazy.
See, that's a tough list.
I recognize a couple of those names, but
it's safety.
Crazy.
Think about the safety position now. It's kind of getting water. And then, but what is your advantage? Because I can name Hitman for my squad, but his nickname is Hitman.
Yeah, true.
You're not giving.
They are more of a glorified linebacker.
You're not getting that perk anymore as a safety. So, but so who would you be? Who would your 7th be then? Because he put up the safety.
I would probably throw. You know what? Actually, I just throw another receiver. I'd definitely take Tyreek Hill.
That's what I'm saying.
Make him a safety.
Because again, you can just throw him at corner anyway.
Yeah,
still, you know.
Good enough to throw out there.
So you ready, Hugh? Or you want me to go now?
I can go. I'll go.
Go ahead, give us your 7. So they play both ways.
So obviously Lamar, quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to go Mike Evans.
That's a good one too.
That's a good Mike Evans. DK Metcalf.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Because just for size, you know what I'm saying?
Them boys
size.
Yeah, that ain't bad.
Justin Jefferson.
Come on now, y'all better respect that man. Why are y'all not naming him first? I'm triggered. I'm a little upset.
He's not number one in my book.
I don't understand.
I'm about to go. I'm go Tyreek Hill.
He put y'all on that poster a few times. Tyreek got you. Put y'all on that highlight reel.
Took a L.
We did.
Do you have somebody playing right now?
Yeah. Active. Yeah, we can't go too yet, bro, because AP would be out there. What do you mean?
AP
can do it. You can't. But, you just give him a toss to 707.
Nah, 707 don't have no.
But you can just. Matter of fact, you can have him.
He's trying to run through people. He's not really. AP's not.
No. But he's saying back. He's saying back in the day.
I didn't say he wasn't. But when I'm thinking
AP, you not. But you still can't catch him either.
Barry Sanders, AP. You know,
you still naming
Reggie
two goats.
AP.
You naming a white goat, gray goat, black goat. They all goats.
That's 2 more people pick.
Not Reggie. Reggie's cold. Reggie's not up there. But I respect Reggie. But Barry and AP, you just name different shades of goats. You got 5. I'm listening.
I'll probably have to do Diggs for my safety.
Trayvon? Yeah. Why y'all like Diggs so much?
Because he's the nastiest corner in the league. Stop playing with him.
He getting lost on every other day.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he gives up touchdowns.
And then my other corner, or
that was still Diggs though.
Other defensive person, what's that dude from the Jets?
That's who I'm going with. Sauce Gardner.
What's
going on here? Yes. So let me just go ahead and get this out the way. So first and foremost.
Actually,
you got 7. Go ahead.
I was gonna take out Diggs instead of Diggs. Let me get
because he gets snagged on. He's giving up touchdowns.
The dude from Rams, I just blanked out.
Corner or receiver? Puka?
They can't be talking about a corner from the Rams.
Corner from the Rams?
Still with the Rams?
Absolutely. You ain't talking about no corner from the Rams. You ain't talking about no defensive backs from the Rams.
But he used to play the Rams?
I ain't talking about Jalen Ramsey. Okay, yeah, he on Miami. Well, I think maybe free agent now. I think.
I haven't been paying attention to football.
That's tough. I ain't mad at Ramsey. That's not bad. So okay, that's just 7. I'm mad at it. Again, y'all niggas tripping. We're going with the boy Jay Jettis, number 1 draft off the board. So I'm taking Jay Jettis, obviously. I like Jamar Chase. I'm gonna pair them 2 up because that's gonna be nasty. Hold on, my bad. Who was your quarterback? Lamar. You said Lamar. So I said JJ taking Chase.
Might as well just go ahead and put Blizzy out there. Make it easy.
Who?
Burrow.
Nah, my quarterback. I'm going Mahomes. Mahomes quarterback.
Can't go wrong with
because he, man, especially 7-on-7, time and space.
Yeah,
he be throwing all types of darts. Tight end wise, I like Kyle Pitts, Florida.
Yeah,
I like Pitts, and he's 6'4", can speed demons. So I like that.
Some consistency.
Lamar doing trick plays. My bad.
No. Lamar's cold too, but come on. I wasn't wrong with Mahomes.
Dump it to the receiver to the side.
I still wasn't wrong with Mahomes though.
Just take off.
I'm just thinking of anything in space.
Sauce Gardner.
Sauce is nice.
So I said JJ Chase, Sauce, Mahomes, Kyle Pitts. That's my 5. Taking Aaron Donald. Even though he just retired, but that's still considerable. He's still locked in. Aaron Donald's gonna be my linebacker hybrid because he's big and he's mobile and a beast. So then I got 1 DB. So I'm going to go another receiver. I like Mike Evans. I don't want to steal your Mike Evans again.
Hey, so use
Nah, I'm gonna go Cooper Cup. That's my last. I'm gonna go Cooper Cup.
because in the first three, I'm still picking the same player.
Nice one.
Yeah, I ain't mad at you, but so I like that again. So I got Sauce. That's gonna be my lockdown boy. But yeah, between Cooper, JJ, and Chase.
All right, so
nasty.
So all of our teams are dope, but just real quick, which country do you think would give us the most problems? So in basketball, obviously, Spain be on our ass, and what's the other one?
Yeah.
What's the one
Spain,
with Tony Parker and them? France, I think sometimes be on our ass.
And wherever I think
Argentina
be doing some
I
stuff.
was gonna say where they got the volleyball players, like to make sure the volleyball players can
I don't even know though.
jump up. They got vertical, like they vertical crazy.
I don't know what country though for
Like Argentina, I know they be crazy with that.
I know.
hard.
What is? I would assume Jamaica. Where's Jamaica at? Jamaicans obviously try things. And like African countries, just like I feel like any really. You can even take
realistically Nigeria, because
that's not a bad.
So many Nigerians in it.
That's not a bad pick.
So it's just like
you probably can take a lot of those soccer countries because again it's 7-on-7. You're not tackling.
That's what I'm saying.
A lot of those small, quick guys.
Just mobile. Yeah, you just moving.
They're just short.
Catching up.
Yeah, that's true. They really don't use their hands.
You
really don't use their hands too much.
No, facts. That's a good question though. I don't know. So it's gonna be interesting.
I feel like Nigeria would be like
I don't know what.
Because they already in NFL
for
crazy.
Football, yeah. I mean, I just have to co-sign then because it's the first one. So
and I keep Canada. I mean, they
Canada.
They up the street.
Canada.
They already do it.
Nah, I don't say they don't give us a problem.
Canada
ain't give us no problem.
They got athletes.
There's not that many countries though.
Canada ain't give us no problems. Canada ain't give us no problems.
You never know. 7-on-7.
I don't know. You're right. But I'm just
flag different.
You're right. But Canada ain't give us no problems. Out of the names we just named. There's no disrespect, but they ain't giving.
That's surprised you didn't say nothing about where rugby originated from. So wouldn't they give us some?
Yeah, what country? Yeah, what about the rugby league? What about because even though it's 7-on-7, but yeah, I think you're making.
I feel like those guys would make a definite impact.
No, not 7-on-7, not with flags.
You don't think so?
Not flags.
But you play rugby.
Yes, I mean
and you be moving out there.
Yeah,
you was on a highlight tape. You was on the reel, bro. Yeah, I'm not capping.
With 7-on-7,
tell them the stats, bro. What's your breakdown?
I mean, they got 7-on-7 already.
You're not gonna answer me?
What's up?
What's your stats, man?
My stats?
Pull it up.
Nothing.
Cap, bro. We gonna put clips, man. He got clips of just running by people and they cheering him. No. Matter of fact, they called him out of retirement.
No, relax. No,
I'm trying to tell you.
No.
That man goated, man. I'm trying to tell you. He'd be moving.
Hey.
But isn't that still I would feel like they would be more comfortable still, even though it's not contact like they're used to, but you still
I see they got it, but like
still mobile, you're running, there's still speed involved.
It's a lot of mechanics with it too. That's what I feel. But besides the points, I'll ask you a question how y'all feel, because there's a lot of tackling that you can't do in rugby that's not allowed in rugby.
Really?
That they're just now taking away from football. But a lot of people saying football's soft now. But if you ask a lot of people say rugby is more brutal. So that's why I asked that question originally.
Yeah.
And because, like, for instance, if I jump up in the air trying to get the ball, you can't touch me. Whereas in the NFL or college, you can get.
Well, not anymore. No, you can't really get cracked.
I can't leave with my helmet.
And you still can't hit him if he's defenseless. So like it's like and where you hit him too. So there is still some technicalities to it.
There's a safe zone.
Yeah, right. There is still.
So you got that, but as soon as he touched the ground,
it's game on. Yeah. So you make a move, free game.
But rugby, both feet have to touch the ground.
See, I didn't know about those rules either. That's interesting.
It's also I can only tackle you above your knees, up to my hip. Because if I tackle you, do a high tackle, it's a red card. Right? And the same thing, I can't do no hip drop. Like you can't do no hip drop, so you're automatically.
So you say you only tackle above the knees and below the shoulders. You said,
yeah.
It sounds like what the NFL is.
I was about to say, it sounds like that's what they leaning toward. You can still get cracked that way.
And then it's crazy because I get people say, "Oh, rugby has no pads. Rugby has no pads," but at the same time, it's like if I see Woods, I'm not about to go head up with Woods, or Woods not gonna me.
You gonna clip me?
I'm trying to hit the hips as best as I can.
Mm-hmm.
So That's where I got with that from.
But as best as you can. See, that I want you to emphasize that as best as you can.
Hip drop, you know what I'm saying?
I'm saying as best as you can. Something happened where you accidentally got a hip drop now, or you see what I'm saying?
But it's 9 times out of 10 you're going for the hip, like.
And then that one time, you gave me that.
Keep driving.
9 out of 10. That one time out of 10, it can happen.
The crazy thing is though, what makes it be crazy because you got Samoans and Fijians.
I see how solid. Yeah, I see that.
They running like 4.5s, 4.4s.
That's contact, bro. That's 250. So what are you gonna do? But that's a concussion still. I remember.
Another thing too in rugby, they teach you to do cheek to cheek, right?
What you mean? Like,
so like my cheek got to be touching his cheek.
Oh, okay.
No diddy. Yeah.
No diddy. We all hit. That's not right, bro. Hey, man, prayers to that man and his family, bro. But no diddy. Okay. I'm thinking you were gonna say this cheek to cheek, but you was about to do something. I was like, oh shit, okay. But I see. So outside looking in, a little ignorant, I definitely thought. I still do think rugby is more brutal than football, but there's definitely some. I like how you started discussion on your Facebook because there's definitely some valid points that you had some fans reading. You got some comments? Let's read some of those, man, or try to backtrack if you can. Because what's your point? What's your thought on that? If rugby is more brutal than football, or which sport is more brutal?
Because I would like to say this: more people will get injured a little bit more. Mm-hmm. In rugby, but NFL they will get hit with the major injuries. They'll get like the season-ending injuries.
Yeah, that's a good.
Bro, you may get a little bit more concussions and like shoulder injuries, but yeah.
Don't downplay it though. But you're right. I think that's more like how I kind of view it too. Because and then there's a narrative about you got pads on, so you think you're more protected. No. But again, you got these rules still. The rules still kind of crazy and it is mental. Because I mean, no pads. I'm not running around trying to even really be that aggressive.
And the same thing with the helmets. Like they're so engineered to be so safe. Like you can't feel it hit. Mm-hmm. So it's like
try to or absorb it all.
I know that I can just go.
What was your take
20 miles to
before Hubert reads his comments? What's your take on that?
Which one is more brutal?
Yeah.
Personally, I don't know. I definitely still feel like rugby is a little bit more brutal. I guess it is just the aspect of the pads minus no pads. I mean, I don't think that the pads do a great justice in protecting you. But I feel like it gives you more liability to act more recklessly.
And that's what they say. That's what they say.
Yeah, I would definitely say I am more in a sense of like, under the rugby. I mean, under the rugby sense of like, that's a little bit more brutal.
So now tell us what was your people's talking about, man?
All right, so I'm gonna read one comment from Coach Christian.
Oh, okay. He jumped on there. Okay, shout out Coach Christian, man. That's
so his take is that football is more brutal.
Okay. He's a coach.
And he said the pads give a level of security and confidence to the player, leading to more aggressive, higher impact tackles. They aren't treating all the former rugby players for brain damage. Those dudes use the shoulders and hit people in the soft spot. Mo Wink ain't never worried about a soft spot.
Oh, you talking about Mo?
Yeah.
Oh man, that was a play. He was a running back for us, right? Or linebacker.
Yeah. He just knocked people out.
Mo was an animal.
And then he said, look up stats. They only had 31 rugby players suspected of brain injury and found 2/3 of those suspected cases had least traces of injury, whereas the NFL suspected had 391 and found 92% had injury. Way more suspected of it and far higher confirmed positive.
Some of those stats, I think
so crazy.
The false security. That's a good point. Read another comment. See what's a pro football comment. Maybe see what they kind of got perspective.
And then Malik, your homie. Malik,
okay, my boy. Shout out.
He thinks rugby is inherently more dangerous since there's no padding. However, I think football rules allow for it to be played way more dangerously than rugby. And I would bet money more people on a pure person average get injured in football than rugby. So I say football more brutal.
Yeah, and like I said, there's some cases to be made. I guess maybe I haven't played rugby, and I've always thought about, man, I can't have that same mentality I got in football to play rugby. But me saying that to myself may be the issue. That may be the problem right there. But even to this day, I'm if I could go back and play, I'm still gonna play some football and just it's just tough because of those rules though. Because I was an animal too. I mean, I just didn't really I had all the form. I had the form, and again, I never hurt myself. I never got knocked out.
Because you run through.
Yeah, right, but I
Woods was cracking. But y'all know Woods was cracking.
But still,
y'all made contracts with him during practice.
I'm running
the sliver out.
Oh,
if you hit me, I'm just fall to the ground.
Go into the side.
But he's not lying though. Like, not to gas me up even further, but I did have my boys like, and I wasn't trying to hurt my boys at practice.
He put fear.
Not in practice, but I would get on. Man, I'll crack some heads. I used on my Letterman. I got Friday Night Assassin. Man, it used to get bad. But I mean, again, I have fun, but it's still a mentality, man. Because I remember what changed my dynamic playing football. Coach Martin. Shout out to another coach. It was probably again JV or something like that. It was like a scrimmage.
Yeah,
it was that scrimmage, like Waco scrimmage. I cracked like 3 people.
Oh my Lord!
I cracked like 3 people, but this is how it happened. So it was one play. I was playing safety, and the dude was running the middle. I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm ready to lay him out," but I ducked my head, thinking I can just just spear him, juke the hell out of him.
You just spear him, right?
No, I missed him, but I missed him. So he juked me anyway. So I was like, "Damn!" I was like, "What happened to him?" Coach got on my ass. Get your head up, boy. What you can't see, what you can't. You can't see what you can't hit. I'm like, I ain't have my head up, coach. So I was all right. I think he's right. So then they did another sweep play, and I remember, all right, let me keep my face mask up and let me look at him. And I mean, I tell you, he caught like a little toss. I guess he ain't see me coming. Boy, I went 15. It was 15 yards, his head down, and that was my best like form tackle ever. But I never got to see it on film. I never got to see it on film. That was. I just remember. I remember I ran down there. I was like,
I seen it on film.
I remember, and what happened is I slipped. The last step I slipped because I was running so fast, and the last one I fell and I slipped. I said, "Oh!" But it made me angle perfect to where he tried to absorb it, and boy, I went straight through it. I mean, he hit the ground. The ball came up. I remember I heard a pop through the bleachers, and I looked around. I got up. Everybody was like looking at me like. What did you just do, nigga? I was like, yo.
So crazy. I remember Woods hit somebody so hard he hurt his leg. I don't know.
That was the same game. It was the same. And safety. He tried to catch the ball, and I went for the midsection. Yeah. But I just threw my body. I wasn't wrapping up. If you was in the air, I was just going 200 whatever pounds at you. And I guess I don't know how I landed or something, but yeah, I remember I hit him. As soon as I hit the ground, all I felt was my hamstring, and I guess I had a cramp or something. And I remember everybody cheering me, and I was like, hold on, my leg. And I was limping. And I'm like, how did my leg get hurt? But again, I didn't get to see none of that film. That was probably like one of my best like pre-varsity days of like just like that could be in the book of form tackle.
Yeah.
You want to hear pop? You want to hear pads popping like they say in practice? Boom. So that was funny.
Yeah, good time.
I was trying to tell y'all, man, that was some shit. But hey, man, we out here in the nightcap. It's time for us to turn up. The night is young, my boy. So we finna get loose, finna get zooted. That muddy mango dog is coming. I'm finna watch this fight, man. Call it out. What's your name? Young chocolate skinny man Huey. This boy is zooted, boy, every time. Hey, Hardwood Classic, man. We out. We out, man. Bam.
You caught me off guard. I wasn't ready for the question.